This is the cheapest headrest that you'll get for a car for children, where it sort of supports their head, and you can put a booster seat on and still have a support. So this one looks like it's already been opened somehow. I've received it, so that's what you get with it. Travel headrest, that's what it says on here. Removable, washable, simple, universal installation, okay, adjustable and so forth. So easy to lock when it's not in use. This is the diagram that they've given. So head moves up and down, so you can see for yourself. Okay, now let's see how it works. They give you a screwdriver as well, which is interesting. Another one to my collection. So I'm doing this in the car so I can show you straight away how the whole thing works. I'm going to put everything out. So these are the headrests. They're slightly padded. If I show you how easy to take it out, it's got a bit of padding on it. It's not the softest pad. It's probably the same as any other child seats, but it's got memory foam. No, actually it's not memory foam, just a normal foam inside. Okay, so this one I assume is going to go on the left side as you're facing a child, and this is the bit that goes behind it, and this here. So how does it work? Let's look at the instruction quickly. Great, it's in Chinese. Then want to unscrew that. So unscrew this, and the screw thing there they've given me. Oh, it just goes in. So it's quite simple. It just goes in like this. Nothing to unscrew. They give you the screws, big, thick screws. It looks like it hasn't been used because there's no threads in there. Which is a good start. And that is really great, isn't it? They give me a screwdriver that is too small for this. So bear with me a second. Let me go and get the screwdriver. So I've got my trusty drill. Hopefully that's enough.
Huh?
Hello. This is for you. So we're going to put this on.
Wait a minute. Is that a princess one?
It's not a princess one.
I want it to be a princess one.
I know, but it's just a standard one. Now don't go inside yet. Don't go inside. Let me just quickly put this on first. Okay, screw the screws in. Maybe doing it too hard. Other side the same. Come on, get inside. Wait. Step back, please.
I want to go inside.
Go the other on the other side if you want, but don't touch anything. Okay, got my child here, I'm afraid. There we go. It is for them. When they're lying down, you don't want to have the head moving around too much. So we'll try this out to see how well it works, and you can try for yourself. It was £2, roughly about £2.50 I would say,
huh?
for this. So how does the whole thing work? Okay, so now there's a cover thing here as well, which is interesting. Should I put that on somehow? Oh, this is difficult, isn't it? Okay, it won't go in for some strange reason. So we'll have to put a hammer in maybe. Yeah, we'll try that later. There's a cover that goes in here to cover the screws up, which is fine. We'll give it a go, but let's try the other one, see if it makes any difference. It is too tight. The hole there it goes into, the screw stops it going in, so I don't know what the purpose of that is. Okay, it doesn't work that well. So that's it. So easy as that. Okay, this is the interesting bit. So the hook's there. I'm assuming the hooks right, now it comes down to the headrest itself. My one comes up like this. I don't know, others will be similar. And I'm hoping it's simple as just getting the hooks onto there. The question is, how do I get it inside there? Okay, maybe it's the other way around. Let's try the other way around. If this doesn't work, quite disappointed. Okay, it goes the other way quite nicely. So you push it through there, and you need to hook that onto. I've done tie a bit more. Oh, come on. Okay. Alright, here's one in. Now I'm just going to do the other one somehow. So I tried to put it in by doing it up first, and I'm going to undo it. Put this through here. Oh. It's not long enough. Here we go. It is long enough, but you've got to just squeeze it into that gap. Only thing I will say is, you can't really shorten this at all. You lift it up. It's a bit flimsy. Well, I suppose once it's in, like this, put it in like that. That's exactly how it will look. I wish you could just open and close it. Hope you can hear me. I wish you could just open and close it a bit more, but this is fixed to that. So only thing I would say is, if it's a bit more smaller, we're heading. But I'll get a test subject, and let's see what my test subject thinks of this. So one last thing before I mention how easy to put this on. It was a bit tricky and fiddly to get it on there, but once it's in, it probably gives you an arm reach of space here for the head, and they do go up, but it's a bit hard. But once it's up, it's up. Once it's down, I suppose. I probably need to tighten up a bit more on the thing part of it, because I don't think it's tight enough. If you look in, there's a little turn, so I'll get it really tightened up. So just tighten this up as much as I can. As tight as I can make it. Alright, so let's get my test subject and see how well it works. Alright, this is my test subject, and as you can see, there's too much space. I mean, she's just on a booster. She sitting on the booster, and as you can see, she's got enough ample of head space there. And if she doesn't want to, you can always sort of move it out of the way. Maybe it's a bit flimsy in that term, but I wish it could just be, I mean, it can be done. It can be moved up. Okay, so you just really lift that up and it's out of our way, and let me show you how it looks when it's out of the way. So if you want to, you can raise it up as I've done so there, and how well you can see this. So it's just there higher up. If you want to put it down, literally just put it down, and she just did her one herself. And when they want to rest, so rest on this side for me, and she can just rest on there. Maybe it'd be better for a slightly older child, and I'll get my next eldest to see how well it works for him. The one positive side to this is when you put the headrest down, the main headrest down, the whole thing sort of gets hidden away slightly, so you don't see much of it. But it's a temporary £2.60, can't go wrong, where it could have costed me £50, £15 and more, depending on what brand you go for. So it's just for a headrest on the side so the head doesn't move around when you're driving for long distance. And I'll try my next son, who's 9 years old, perfect for a booster, and see how well it works for him. This is my 10-year-old, just in his pajamas. Alright, so his head doesn't really work for him that well because it's too lower down, and it probably okay for a change. But if you want to raise it, it should be quite simple. Raise it like this. Go and raise it. That's it. Now try it. That's probably more of his side.
Yeah.
So you can just rest his head. It is very flimsy, I must say, but it does the job. For £2.50, you can't go wrong with that. I think that's what it is, but it's not hard. It's quite hard to take off as well, so you got to bear that in mind. You can't just move from one seat to another quickly. You got to plan ahead where each of the child is going to sit, and you take it from there. Oh well, the second one was much easier to put on. It took about less than 5 minutes to put on. Screwed on, it's all ready to go. And also, especially with this car, the seat does come up, so it does get stuck on the top there. What you got to do is put it down slightly, and you've got yourself the entrance to my 7-seater. There you go. So put it back down again. It's done. And this is quite sturdy, but it's just the fact that you've got to really raise it up like this. There you go. Keep it up when you don't need it, put it down when you need it. So thank you for watching this. Hopefully this gives you a rough idea of you can cheaply sort of do something like this without having to spend too much money on it.